right, we're gonna wrap it up for you today here on Lowcountry Money Talk with a really fun segment. We're gonna answer some of the viewer questions. I love it. And you all know Phil Bloyd, he's back, of course. I'm always excited when you don't run out the door, Phil. We keep you around.
I was trying to.
We ask him some tough stuff.
It's locked.
That's right, we locked the door. We've got, though, a guest on the show today. Kyle Bloyd is here, the Vice President of Financial Services for Revolutionary Financial Group. Your title is a mouthful. I bet your job is too, but we're glad to see you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here. I feel like part of the team.
You are part of the team, a big part of the team. And you've got some questions that I bet a lot of our viewers are wondering, some questions we're going to answer for you today.
Yep. I've got 3 questions we're going to go over. So, Phil, we have a few questions today from random viewers, and they just want to have a few questions.
All right,
so
let's
go
do
over.
it.
Here's the first question. We're both retiring in about 3 years. We have done pretty well and have about 10 different retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs. But the problem is they are spread all over the place, and we're not sure what to do with all these retirement accounts. Which should we use first for income when we retire? Right. We've done a good job saving, it's just we don't know what to do now.
Okay.
What do you think?
Kyle? The first thing we're going to do is kind of get a lasso and a corral and round all these IRAs and 401ks and whatever they are and get them in a pot so we can kind of see what's going on. So what I would do is have you come in. The other thing we want to do is kind of do an analysis. Now you're retired. We got to find out how much income you're going to want out of these accounts total. We're going to take a look and see how much in taxes, fees, and expenses. Are these meeting your objectives based upon your age? Do we have too much at risk, not enough at risk? So once we get all these rounded up and find a holding spot for them, then we want to make sure, hey, maybe we want 40% low risk, maybe we want 60% or whatever the ratio is for you and the suitability. And then we want to do that analysis, the thing we always say, call Rachel and this and that. So what I would recommend is give us a call, come in, let's rope these things up, get them in a corral, do an income plan for you, and get it all taken care of. And then, hey, put a strategy together.
Okay, sounds good. Main thing, they need to come in.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the...
That's a lot of stallions to round up by yourself.
10 of them, yeah. All right, here's the next question. My dad is 78, and we've been talking about his financial situation and trying to get his affairs in order. Before anything happens to him, I'm learning how unorganized things have been until now. And it seems like every other week he's calling me about another CD he found. He's remembering some of the other accounts he may have had. How do I make sure we aren't missing anything when we're trying to account for all of his assets?
Okay, I've been through this before, so in 30 years of experience, Kyle. So here's what we think of. I reflect back to a person that came to me years and years ago, and their father was 80, pretty close to this, okay? So he was 80, he was all over the place, so we brought him in. We, again, kind of similar to the last question, we rounded everything up. You don't know if he's got everything, look at all of his bank statements, look at all of his investment statements, have him put his bills together for you for a full quarter so you get investment statements. And there may be some CDs on his bank statements. Look at his checking, savings, look at his checkbook register, all these things. So once we do that, we're going to know where everything is. Okay, we're going to organize it. We're going to make sure that his estate is in order so that we don't have to probate or any of these things. Now, the other thing we want to look at is, in his case, if he wants, sometimes they will resist. So the father may resist and say, well, hey, you know, you're just trying to get my money. No, the best time to get your elderly parents' estate together is while they're still around and they can tell you what they want. So that's how I would explain it to them. And I say, hey, you don't have to do it. Bring him in and let me explain it to him. And I'll say, hey, this is how we get everything that you want done the way you want done. If you're gone, then we can't do that because I can't get your input anymore. You know what? We're not going to get to that third question, but maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
I like how you take the stress off the family member a little. Let the expert, really handle it. Yeah, I think that helps a lot. Well, good news. We'll have to have you back, Kyle, and go over some more viewer questions. One thing that I recommend to everyone who watches this show, if you have $500,000 or more in investable assets, it's a great idea to call Rachel over at Revolutionary Financial Group. Get yourself a risk assessment and a portfolio analysis so you can really see what's going on. And speaking of seeing what's going on, we hope you see us here next time on Lowcountry Money Talk. See you next time.